Thank you, Robert Amsterdam, for joining us this morning to talk about recent developments in Thai politics.
Thank you for having me, Andrew.
Just before we get started, Bob, can we just clarify the relationship between you and Thaksin at the moment? There's been some speculation in the press that you may no longer have any sort of working relationship with Thaksin. Can we just get that sorted out?
Well, it's absolutely untrue. We continue to talk and coordinate with Chairman Thaksin. The confusion was raised by a filing in the United States that was simply done for bureaucratic reasons, relating to the fact that my work now is basically for the UDD and really has no relationship to the United States, and therefore there was no reason to continue filing disclosure returns there.
Okay, do you have any particular brief from former Prime Minister Thaksin?
The same one from the day I met him, which was to assist the red shirts in every way possible.
And is there any tension between acting for the red shirts and acting for former Prime Minister Thaksin? Are their interests consistent?
Well, again, he asked me to assist the red shirts. Napadam, his counsel in Thailand, assists him on all issues. So essentially, my focus has been the UDD.
Okay, now another thing that's been in the press very recently is reports that the Royal Thai Army Chief, General Prayuth, is going to pursue you for defamation. What's all that about?
Well, we've been told that in a speech I gave in May, where I discussed the Thai use of snipers and the training of Thai snipers by the United States, Prayuth took some objection, and he is intent on suing me for defamation. I have responded, and in fact, tomorrow we'll publish an open letter in Thailand where I essentially say that this is just one more attempt by him to obfuscate the real issue. And if he is concerned about the reputation of the Thai army, he should join with me in demanding a full and complete and open investigation of the horrific events of Bangkok 2010, and not continue to attempt to intimidate and shut down those who are trying to seek the truth.
Do you have any indication of what the view of the Thai government is of General Prayuth's action on this?
No, I have no indication. And as you know, in Thailand, there are deep divisions between the judiciary and the government on many issues, and as well as with the police. So it's a very difficult issue to gauge.
If the case does proceed, if the defamation case does proceed, would you be returning to Thailand to defend that?
You know, I can tell you that I intend to return to Thailand actually, in the next period of time, and I won't allow this attempt to stop my entry into Thailand.
Okay, on another legal matter, there's been a lot of disappointment within Thailand and internationally about the Yingluck's government inaction on the lese majeste law. Do you have any idea why they've gone so soft on that?
Well, I mean, frankly, I think their conduct is a tremendous amount better than the conduct of the prior government, obviously. But as you are aware, 112 is an issue that is an absolute touchstone for the royalists in Thailand. And I would imagine that any change to 112 would immediately involve the Democrats bringing people onto the streets. And I think the Phú Thai are, walking a very difficult line in trying to keep Thailand together. So while I share with many disappointment in the present situation, I certainly couple that disappointment with understanding that this is a long-term battle that needs to be fought in terms of bringing Thailand and its laws into the 21st century. And this new government is such a dramatic improvement over the behavior of the party that I call the party of the army, and that's often referred to as the Democrats, that I still continue to believe that they're a tremendously positive step for Thailand.
Does former Prime Minister Thaksin have a view on the reform or repeal of 112, and is he lobbying the government on this?
You would have to ask the former Prime Minister.
What about the people within the UDD you're working with? Do they accept the somewhat compromised position that you've put?
I don't think, from the people I work with in the UDD and others, I think there's a real dose of realism as well. And I think it's very difficult to judge people. Many of the leaders of the UDD are facing jail themselves and well understand the tremendous divisions. They see it every day. They see also the improvements in the prison conditions of prisoners of conscience in Thailand. They see the improvements and the release of many political prisoners, although there are still many left. So they see this government responding, not as quickly, not as aggressively as any of us would like, but there is a major response there that is often missed by a lot of the people watching outside of Thailand.
Just focusing on your role, there's been a lot of criticism of you as a foreigner getting overly involved in a partisan way in Thai politics. How do you respond to that? What do you think is the role for a foreigner like you in domestic Thai politics?
Look, I give no time or thought to that. I think that human rights are a universal value. I do not accept that because I have a citizenship from a different country, I shouldn't be able to assist my friends and clients in Thailand in achieving justice as a result of what happened in 2010. And all I can tell you, based on the constant history of massacres by the Thai army, that it's time for foreigners to get involved in a very powerful way, because this is an army that, unless we stop them, will continue to murder their citizens every 10 or 15 years.
Talking about murder of citizens, there's obvious concerns about Thaksin's human rights record himself. Have you experienced any discomfort about your relationship with Thaksin, given his own rather patchy record on some of these human rights issues?
My basic view in terms of Thaksin's human rights role is there is no impunity for anyone. And I find it, simply instrumentalizing the ICC when the Democrats talk about the war on drugs. They had a government for a number of years. They could have launched their inquiries. God knows they illegally, arbitrarily attacked Thaksin on everything. They didn't go near the war on drugs. That's because they knew that much of this hype about the war on drugs simply couldn't be substantiated. I do not believe in impunity. I believe the war on drugs, like every other issue in the Thai past, should be analyzed and considered, and we should draw lessons, and we should make sure that there is no repetition of violations. Human rights has no color, red, yellow, or anything else. So, I've never been, one of the things that's interesting is I have never, ever been told by Thaksin or anyone else, hey, go easy on this or don't do that. I mean, it's just not what I'm about. So I have no discomfort. At the same time, I think people need to take another look at the war on drugs. And I think the Democrats in particular need to be castigated for their recent determination to pursue something that they let drop for years.
On Thaksin, obviously there's ongoing speculation about his plans or otherwise for a return to Thailand. Do you have any indication about what his thinking is there?
Look, in terms of a return, I think that the Democrats and royalists in Thailand fear his return. I find it humorous when the foreign press always call Thaksin so divisive. He's the most popular politician in the history of Thailand, period. There is more political knowledge in his right hand than in the entire Democratic Party. And his return to Thailand would simply mean that Thailand was starting to return to normal, because the most popular politician in the country's history should not be in the situation that Thaksin is in. So I think that is just a symptom of some of the political illnesses that beset Thailand.
Another issue that's been speculated about a lot over the years is Thaksin's relationship with Crown Prince Vajiralongkorn. Where's that relationship at now?
Believe me, I would have no idea, and if I had an idea, I would never discuss it. So I don't think that's something I would venture to say. I won't discuss any aspect of the monarchy.
Why is that, Robert?
Because I want to return to Thailand, and I'm already under investigation for lese, majeste.
And do you think statements that you made about the monarchy while you're not in Thailand could get you into trouble with that law?
Well, as you know, lese, majeste is extraterritorial. And secondly, I've never said anything about the monarchy, and I'm under investigation simply because the Democrats, who are essentially a neo-fascist party, use that law to persecute anyone who challenges what they view as their principal goal in life, which is to regain power in Thailand.
Robert Amsterdam, it's been very interesting talking to you this morning. Thanks very much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.